A mix of shock and fury, Emma's moves are swift.
As far as overreacting on the young lady's behalf, I'm gonna say not guilty. I'm okay with what she did. Hey, if you want to attack people at work, hope they don't have a hammer handy, because she had one and she was all about using that motherfucker. A lot to unpack there. First of all, don't blame her. You know, why did she have the hammer? Whole different box to unpack, because that's really where I picked up. Like, why was that bitch right there? Like, what was she doing with this hammer? Like, was this a normal thing? Like, it's 15 more cents. I mean, like, is she banging the gavel? What's happening here? Because why was the hammer? I mean, it was not, she didn't take a while to go get this hammer. It was literally like splash, crash, what up? I'm trying to figure out why was the hammer so readily accessible. That's really where the questions come in for me. Because that seemed a little bit too on hand. Like, it seems like you was looking for some pop off. Like, you thought to yourself coming into work this morning, today, somebody's gonna get it. That's what you thought when you walked in the building, I think, because you was too ready. I mean, I guess like they say, you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. And she is living proof of that. She's the epitome of stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready, because she was fucking ready. On the charge of assault, the guy is guilty. Because even though it seems like, oh, he just threw something, well, that's assault, technically. So he's guilty of assaulting this young lady at work. On the assault of overreacting to the price of coffee, he's guilty. Like, even if he came there yesterday and it was a different price than it was today, businesses have the ability to change their prices. And they can do it whenever they feel, and they don't have to warn you ahead of time. So why are you so sensitive to the price of coffee? Either you can afford the coffee or you can't. And you knew the price before she put it in your hand. I feel like you already paid at that point, because she wouldn't have gave it to you. So you're still standing there arguing, and then you got the nerve to throw? Like, you obviously could afford it. You paid for it already. And now you're going to throw it on her? So you're overly emotional, guilty. You're a douchebag just based on your physical appearance, guilty. Guilty of stupidity. Yeah, man, you got to pay for that car windshield, buddy. Guilty. So you lost more than you gained in being mad about the $8 coffee or whatever it was. Like, oh, this coffee is 22 cents more than I thought it would be. Yeah, now you got to pay for a fucking windshield. It's just a loss all the way around for you, bro. You are guilty of stupidity, lack of intelligence, guilty, lack of common sense, guilty. You just came out that day and just decided, hey, do I want to be a clown today? Guilty. This was you. This was your life. This was your morning. And then you went to work and probably screwed that up miserably because you were a douche. Like, you're guilty. As far as overreacting on the young lady's behalf, I'm going to say not guilty. I'm going to say she's innocent and she did maybe not what she should have done, but I'm okay with what she did. Hey, if you want to attack people at work, hope they don't have a hammer handy, because she had one and she was all about using that motherfucker.